What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to do a little video on something I've been experimenting with for a little while now. Various hair jigs and how to tie them. So again, I've tied tons of these over the years for trout, steelhead, crappies, and now I'm kind of utilizing them with forward-facing sonar and figuring out what type of material I like best, what looks the best in the water, and I'll do a little tank test after I show you how to tie these so you can pick what works best for your application. But the one that I've found the best is what I'm going to go through today. It's super simple. You're just going to need a jig head. I just tie mine on a Gamakatsu 604. I think this is a 2-aught, 1/8 ounce. This is like the pill-shaped head. You could use a round ball as well. You're going to want extra select craft fur. You can find a lot of this stuff on any fly tying site or in any fly shop. I use this, it's Flash Sculpt fur. It's a synthetic material, but as you can see, it has a lot of just like bait fishy flash to it. Looks really natural. They use it a lot in saltwater flies. I have two different colors of it. Two different colors of the craft fur as well. And then this is optional, but the saddle hackle, which can kind of make it look more like fins, and I'll tie that into this one. You can determine again what you want to do. If you want to add something, delete something, feel free. And then all you need is a pair of scissors, vise, and some thread. One thing, this is 3/0 thread. If you can see that, but yeah, there's a bunch of different aughts, and if you use a lighter one, I tend to break them, so I like the 3/0. And yeah, I'll show you how I tie this. All right, first thing you're going to want to do, make yourself a little base on the jig head and cut some white craft fur. Actually, you know what, for this one I am going to put in the saddle hackle, so cut 2 strips of hackle. So you have 2 feathers here. What I'm going to do is put one on each side of the hook. And tie it in. Okay, so now you're going to need some white belly fur. So with this stuff, it comes in a lot of different lengths off of that sheet. So what I always do is I kind of pinch it and then I'll pull the back end of it, because you'll get a bunch of these little hairs that come off of it. I'm going to wrap this going all the way back past the hook point, and I'll show you why I'm doing that later. Alright, so we built up a little bit of feather and thread along the hook shank, Wrap this all the way towards the back here. Alright, so once you're here, what I do is take some of the sculpt flash in white and cut yourself a chunk. What I like to do is have the white like belly tail feather not have flash in it, but I like to sandwich the flash in the middle and up towards the head. But you're going to take this, push it over the hook point, determine how far back we want it to go. Usually I don't like it to go as far back as the craft fur, and tie this in. Alright, so once you get a couple wraps on that, make sure it's nice and snug. And then what I'm going to do is take this material, get your thread on the front side of it, and wrap it around the hook shank. All right. Okay. So it looks like that. Alright, so once we have that, I take a little bit of the green sculpting flash and some of this gray olive craft fur, kind of smush it together, and I'm going to use this for the back of my bait fish. Push it over the hook point there. Right, so that's one section of back, and then I just use straight craft fur again. Remember to pull out those little fibers because they get everywhere. And this one will be the last one. You're going to tie it up towards the front of this jig, make sure it's on there straight. You can kind of push the craft fur around the hook shank. And then make the thread head here to finish it. And then I just use a little whip finish tool. And that's what she looks like. And I'll clean her up. There'll be some longer fibers always, so I like to kind of mat it down, take a peek, and trim some of those longer ones. Looks pretty bait fishy, so we're going to drop it in the water, see how it performs. Alright, just got a piece of fishing string, a little beaker here. Here's our jig we just tied. Looks pretty fishy. I'm going to tie a loop knot. I actually just learned this particular loop knot on Cliff Pace's account, so I can say he has taught me how to tie this loop knot and how to be enthusiastic when you win the Bassmaster Classic. No, but in all seriousness, he does make a couple really cool baits. I just picked up some of the smaller, I think they're called high roller shads of his, from, I want to say it's Black Label Soft Plastics, and man, they look killer. Colors look great. Made in the U.S., like a lot of soft plastics are, but it won't get hit by that crazy tariff. It's gonna increase the ticket on a lot of things. So, all right, so we got our loop knot on our jig. Let's see how she looks. So you can see there's some fibers I want to cut off the back, but it looks pretty good. You know, whenever it gets wet, you can see how long some of that tail gets. I must have not trimmed it very well. Let me do that real quick. There we go. A little bit more compact profile. It's got a lot of movement in the water, and it catches them. Cold water especially, and whenever you just leave it there and shake it, I mean, you can barely move it, and you get all those little fibers to twitch and move. And then obviously when you jig it, it'll get a ton of movement. So that is the bait fish pattern that I tie. Again, you can tie this exact thing for trout, crappies. Just change the hook size, and it's money. This colorway in particular I've done really well on, and yeah, hopefully you catch some fish on it, enjoy it, and like I said, if you change anything, notice anything different in your bodies of water, just leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll do more of these in the future. Some tank tests while we wait for the water to warm up here in Pennsylvania. So, tight lines everyone, have a good one.